Hello, so here's something that's going to be a little bit controversial to some of you tactitards and some of you poor folks and some of you rich folks. So if you've been on my channel, you've seen my night watch video. Maybe you have, maybe you're not. Well, yeah. Big whoop, so what? But here's the thing. The groups or individuals within groups that like to use such equipment, like in my video, Night Watch, well, they like to sit on a high horse. Well, they like that high horse actually. They like to sit on that high horse to where it gets inserted. Now, I've seen some guys, they know their shit, and they're humble with their shit. But there are some guys, they know their shit, and you need to ask permission in order for you to do anything that's anywhere related to what they do. We're talking about night vision and training. Okay? So these guys, these tactitards, ultra spec ops dudes, freaking Army Rangers lead the way, hoorah! Lead the way to some bootlicking, because that's all I've seen them doing. They talk to you about training. Train. Now, there ain't no problem with training. I seek a lot of training myself. But here comes a problem when you got guys that talk about your Second Amendment right and freedoms and rights to keep and bear arms. Oh, but you gotta get government permission in order for you to take my class. No, fuck you, man. I ain't taking no fucking government permission to take your fucking class. You're pre-policing for the police. You fucking Tory bootlicking son of a bitch. So, because of your Tory ass talking about freedom and rights, but over there, take this class because we don't want to accidentally train bad guys. Well, do you know how many fucking people you're leaving out by following through with the compliance of an unconstitutional policy such as a 4473? Do you know how many people that have firearms that should not? And then how many people that should have no firearms but should? And we're like, honestly, I understand there are some people that just cannot handle firearms, are not responsible mentally or whatever. There are just some people that shouldn't. But it is not my right. It is not my duty to tell these people they can't have it. If they want it, they want it. If they fuck somebody over with it, hopefully the person that they messed with is able to counter whatever that fucking idiot is doing. I've known plenty of guys that have passed background checks that should not have passed the background checks. I know plenty of guys that have not passed the background check that should pass a background check. I know plenty of guys that say, my Second Amendment right shall not be infringed. The tree of liberty must be refreshed with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Well, I don't see nothing but a whole bunch of give me more, sir. I'll get on my knees and give you all my freaking tools because you tell me to turn it in. I'm going to turn it in. That's why I got this flag that says come and take it, because once you come and take it, I'll give it to you. Those are the fucking people that we deal with when it comes to seeking training. Not all of them, but a majority of them. So I'm over here, I'm in Colorado, but I call it Commie-Rattle because everything here is fucking commie policies. So I'm over here in Commie-Rattle. I'm seeking training for some night vision. There's not a single damn class in Colorado that offers it. And any other class that is offering it, I either gotta fly out of state, which I cannot do, or I gotta take a background check, and I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm not going to take a fucking background check so you can feel happy that you're not training a bad guy. Well, I just don't get it. Well, you have rights and freedoms. You just need to exercise them. But go get government permission in order for you to take my class. No. That is not how it works. Your method of weeding out the bad guys isn't actually weeding out any bad guys. It's just a minor nuisance. Because anybody that's truly dedicated will still get what they want, whether they get government permission or not. And here's another thing about government permission. Government stamp of approval. That's when they pound you in the butt with a big old peg. The government stamp of approval. Mushroom stamp right in the ass. Those guys, well, let's take police officers for example. They go through strenuous background checks, psychological evaluations, and so on and so on and so on. But what in the hell is with all this shit about a cop from, what was that, North Carolina, South Carolina? I don't remember where, but he stalked a teenage girl's family to California, murdered them? What the fuck, man? Then also there's a whole police department here in Berthoud, Colorado. They were completely relocated, removed from Berthoud, sent somewhere else because one of their officers was abusing a wife and a child. This officer was the stepfather, not the biological father, and he was abusing the wife and the child. The whole department was aware of the situation. The woman, the mother, had video and audio evidence of her husband's actions against her and her daughter. The whole department hid it under the rug. That's why they got relocated. No, they didn't face any punishment, any jail time like any of us would have. No, they were relocated. And I believe they might have been potentially found not guilty to the situation. It's kind of an old case. I'd have to look it up again. And what else do we have? We have that other cop in Las Vegas. The guy was pleading for his life on his knees. He was told to cross his legs, not cross his legs, put his hands on his head, put him on the floor. Don't do this. Crawl towards me. Stop crawling. Boom, 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 boom. You're fucking dead, man. Why is he dead? Because the cop was a fucking idiot on a power trip, and I believe that cop got found innocent for brutally murdering a guy in a Las Vegas hotel because he was showing off an airsoft pistol. So you really believe going through the government stamp of approval is going to weed out the bad guys? What about those bad guys that are in the police force? Oh, it's just a few small bad apples. Well, guess what? One bad apple ruins the whole bunch. And there's a lot of bad apples, so that's one fucking rotten pile of fucking shit. That fucking pile of shit has a piece of tin on its chest and goes around calling itself a hero when all they do is collect revenue for the system. So if you're a fucking cop, you're not a damn hero, you're a dog. And I don't mean to get all uppity in this fucking conversation here. Not a conversation, just my observations and perspective of the world that we are growing up in, that we grew up in, and the world that will continue to grow as long as we got all these fucking idiot bootlickers that want to hug the blue line nut tuggers. I mean, you go for it. You want back the blue, even when they come after you. If you got your multicam knee pads, you get on your knees and and then you hand it over, just like your flag says. Come and take it, because I will give it to you. That's what you guys are doing. Or the don't step on me, snake. You don't step on me. Yeah, that's another fucking thing. I'm over on tnvc.com trying to buy a patch. Just for the hell of it, I have a little extra cash. I'm like, you know what? what, let's just buy a patch. I was gonna buy a Don't Tread on Me patch. Guess what? Oh, this patch is for law enforcement, police, and military only. Like, really? Really? So, the boots that bend over to get inserted the boot into their own bum because they want to be a boot, they got the Don't Tread on Me. So government is the one who gets the privilege to wear a patch that says Don't Tread on Me? Oh, so government's a little tiny snake? Okay, that's fine. Don't Tread on Me is for the people, not for the government agents. But hey, you fucking statists, federalists, you damn idiots that want to go along to get along because you're afraid of going against the grain for some, I don't know what reason. How do you guys sleep with your ass backwards double standard hypocrisy? It's no wonder why you cops drink so much, beat your wives, and end up committing suicide. Because you're a fucking emotionally distressed individuals that seek power over other individuals. So suck my nuts. Fuck you. I'm teaching myself night vision training, and y'all are going to come along for the ride. Because of bootlickers, I cannot get legitimately, I'm using air quotes there, legitimately trained. It's all a money scheme. It's all a scheme of control and money and profit, revenue, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to America, people. The land of the naive and the home of the slave. Fucking wake up, man.